Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching officer with Thousand Ricard Karab. It's 56 annual Passover hosted General Yohana. You understand this? You know where it's going to be at. Oh, yeah. ATL. You understand? Atlanta. The Black Mecca. Make sure you be there. There's a $200 Passover fee. Make sure you pay that. And that's going to cover you for all exclusive access to all the events. Atlanta, the Black Party, the main they pay to isupk.com. Come out and celebrate what your God did. We passed over to destroy your enemies. You understand? This is what Christ celebrated. He didn't celebrate Easter. That's not for us. The Passover, the 56th annual Lord's Passover, hosted by Commander General Yohana. It'll be on April the 12th in Atlanta. I say it again. Atlanta. Stand. You can contact us for more information. 1-BK Atlanta under any social media outlet, and you'll be able to link to us. Come out and celebrate what your God did for you. You understand? This is for you, Black, Hispanic, and Indigenous people. Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Elatah Bahashim Yahushai to the sisters. Priest and Officer 1000 Kasiat here to invite you to the Lord's 56th annual Passover, hosted by Commanding General Yohana. Right, your ears did not deceive you. We will be here celebrating the Lord's 56th annual Passover in the A. Not Black Hollywood, not the Black Mecca. We will be making Atlanta Jerusalem. That's right, we are going to make Atlanta Jerusalem. If you are Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, make sure you're here at the Lord's 50th Passover, the only Passover. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. And this is your priest from the east of Dartmouth of the ISUPK, Israel's Universal Practical Knowledge. Right? Inviting all my Black, Latinos, and Native Indian brothers and sisters to come and celebrate the Lord's 56th annual Passover. You understand? Taking place on April 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, check us out, isupk.com. All right, where you can find all your details, everything we're talking about. All right, you're going to find out about the lamb slaughter, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right, the famous Black Party, the kids party. You understand? I'm getting so excited. I'm just tongue-tied talking about all this, trying to share all this good information with my brothers and sisters. All right, isupk.com. You have to pay your Passover fee, $200, but don't worry about it, because with that, you can have access to all the events, all right? And if you make sure you're behind the class, you get all your questions answered too when it comes to the Bible. Come on, man. Check us out, isupk.com, April 12th, Atlanta, Georgia.
Shalom, Lord Christ. This Officer 500, Barak Ya'ala, out of the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. This is a PSA to all the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's going down April the 12th, 2025, here in Atlanta, Georgia, the Lord's Passover. So please, get your family, get your tickets. Everybody 17 years old and up. It's $200 a piece. And you can purchase those at isupk.com and contact the number for more information at 706-901-7516. Once again, it's 706-901-7516. Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Bashem Yahushai to the sisters. This is Priest and Officer Yahweh of the ISUPK Atlanta under Commanding General Yohana. And look, it's that time again, y'all. Passover. Matter of fact, the 56th annual Passover hosted by Commanding General Yohana is going down here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going down April 12th, 2025. Get your tickets now. You can go to isupk.com to get your tickets. It's only $200, 17 and up. The tickets get you all access to all the events. You can check them out on isupk.com. We got the lamb slaughter. We got the Black Party, which everybody's going to have a blast at as well. We got the Passover kids party, the Hebrew Academy graduation, and much, much more. Get your tickets while they last. How about Shimmy Al-Shah Barakathum? How Shemar Lathum by Shimmy Al-Shah. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. The Lord's 56th annual Passover will be April the 12th, 2025 in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm talking about? Come out, you know what I'm saying? If you want to serve the Most High in spirit and in truth, you need to be at the Passover, you know what I'm talking about? Atlanta, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? You get all the details at ashpk.com, you know what I'm saying? You go to ashpk Atlanta, anywhere say ashpk, you can get this information. You know what I'm saying? We got the camp in your city. We all over the world. We worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? Passover. Don't be in the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm talking about? April 12th, 2025. Shalom.
Hey, shalom, Israel. This is Bruce and Officer of Dog, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. You understand? Listen, this year, 2025, the Lord's 56th annual Passover is going down in Atlanta, Georgia this year, man. Did y'all hear what I just said? The Lord's 56th annual Passover is going down in Atlanta, Georgia this year, man. What does that mean, fam? It means bring your ass down to the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what it means. We got all kinds of events lined up, man. I'm talking about all kinds of events. Listen, man, the Lord's annual Passover every single year ain't nothing but a huge family reunion, man, for all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who are scattered throughout all four corners of the earth, coming together under one room as one body, celebrating the Lord's Passover in the absence of our King Yahushua Mashiach, who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ. This is a high holy day we are commanded to keep every single year. You understand? Also, Israel, there is a Passover fee that you must pay to get into the Passover. So the Passover fee is $200, okay? $200. Now, I know y'all got $200, man. $200 ain't nothing. $200 will get you a pair of shoes. You'll spend it on a pair of Jordans. You'll spend $200 betting on the Eagles and the Chiefs Super Bowl. You understand? Fellas, y'all spend $200, take your woman out on a date. You know what I mean? $200 will give you admission to a 5-day event during the week of the Passover that's full of all kinds of activities and surprises that we do not want to spoil. Okay? So, for more information, here's the phone number that you want to call. You want to call 706, right? 706-901-7516. And go to www.isupk.com to pay your Passover fee. And with that, I hope to see you there. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Police Officer 500 Mara Sharp, ISUPK Atlanta, under Commander General Yohana. Join us 2025, April 12th, for the Lord's 56th annual Passover, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. $200 will get you in. You know, hey, look, if you can make it to the Super Bowl, you can go and pay Usher thousands of dollars to take a picture with him. You can make it to the Lord's Passover. You know, 17 and up, $200. Below that, you know, hey, look, they free. You know, come enjoy this brotherhood. You Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, come and join the family. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is Precinct Officer Mahesh Yala out of the ISUPK Atlanta, the Commanding General Yohana. Hey, check this out. The Lord's 56th annual Passover is going down in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Black Hollywood, April 12th, man. It's going down, man. Make sure you're there, man. This is the most exclusive event on earth, man. Only the Lord's chosen people can come to this one, nobody else. Only Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can join this event. You know, most of y'all out there that already got your income tax check, man. Are you waiting on it? Y'all out there working overtime, 80 hours, man, for your slave master, man. Do something righteous with your money, man. Pay your Passover fee so you can have access to Passover. You know what I'm saying? Get your hotels, man. Bring your family. This is going to be a full week of straight fun. It's not going to be a slow day, man. We get every day something is going down. All the information about Passover is on all social media platforms right now. But if you need any additional information, man, tune into ISUPK Atlanta, tune into ISUPK.com. And with that, I say
Shalom, fam. I'm Priest and Officer of 50 Mapalat out of the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, and I want to invite you, your family, and friends to the biggest, most extravagant black and brown event that y'all can ever experience in life, the Lord's Passover. Yes, the 56th annual Lord's Passover will be here in Atlanta, Georgia under Commanding General Yohana. From April the 9th to the 13th, we have a list of many events, much entertainment, plenty of activity for the kids, man. You know what I mean? We'll be going down here in Atlanta, Georgia. Even if you want to come network, you know, get your Black Wall Street on, make sure you show up for that. You know what I mean? If you're from North, South, Central America, Haitian descent, Jamaican descent, West Indian descent, man, make sure you're here in Atlanta, Georgia from April the 9th to the 13th. Besides, the Lord said it's a commandment to keep Passover anyway. See you soon. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. It's Officer Izar right here, 1 West, 125th Street. You know, we've always brought people together. You know, we've been bringing people together, thousands of people since 1969. You know, our organization has fed and clothed hundreds and thousands of people. You know what I mean? And right now, we are coming together once again for the Lord's Passover, April 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. And you don't want to miss this. 3353 Glenwood Avenue for the classes. And tune in for the Passover. Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Priest and Officer Napash Raad out of the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Here to cordially invite all my brothers, all my Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to the Lord's 56th annual Passover. We have events coming from April the 9th all the way to April the 13th, including the lamb slaughter, the kids party, the scripture breakdown, the Hebrew Academy graduation, the all black party, the brunch for the Passover, the actual Passover. And then we definitely gonna round it all off on that Sunday, April 13th, with the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You are cordially invited. All you got to do is pay your Passover fees, $200 for every adult 17 and older. All kids are free. All these events have food, entertainment, drinks, everything that you could possibly need. We got you covered. You are going to witness the most brotherhood that you have ever seen in your life right here in Atlanta, Georgia, for the 56th annual Passover under the Commanding General Yohana. I'm looking forward to seeing all my brothers, all my sisters there. I repeat, my Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the only ones that have been chosen by the Most High to come to such an event. All right? I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. Shalom.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. This is Priest and Officer 50 Hyatt Call of the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Now, we're born and raised in Atlanta. And I'll tell you right now, there hasn't been a single event that will come close to this Passover coming to you April 12th. If you want to get more information on it, you can contact 706-901-7516. For all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this is going to be the place to be. It's a brotherhood celebration and gathering like none other. Come on out, pay your Passover fees. It's a small $200 charge for that. It gets you access to a week full of fun. You got the black party, you got the lamb slaughter, you got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class where he will answer all your questions and solve all your problems. You got the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and like I said, the Passover going down April 12th. Come on down here to Atlanta. Let's get it right. Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom, Lord of Christ, Israel. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm Priest and Officer Dr. Ron, coming to cordially invite you to the Lord's 56th Passover. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, man. It's the first time it's ever in Atlanta, man. So you might not want to miss it. Come and check us out, man. It's going to start off with the lamb slaughter. It's going to be on Wednesday. After that, we're going to have General Muhammad's scripture breakdown. It's going to be on Thursday. On Friday, we're going to have the big Black Party, man. The Black Party that everybody loves to come to, man. It's gonna be at the Atrium, man. Come check us out, man. Eastside activities, man. The Atrium, man. All Black Party, man. We're gonna have Pastor Troy there. We're gonna turn them on in that month, man. Come check us out, man. After that, we're gonna have the Lord's 56 Passover. It's gonna be on Saturday. And the Feast of Unleavened Bread will follow that, man. Definitely come check us out. This will be the first time in Atlanta that we're ever having a Passover, man. So this is some monumental, some real big, some big Israelite activities, man. Israelite business, man. Come and check us out, man. Shalom on the Christ.
Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And this year we like to invite you out to the Lord's annual 56 Passover. It's going to be here in Atlanta, Georgia, starting April 9th all the way to April 13th. We want to see you there. The admission is $200. So don't even bother celebrating Easter. You're not supposed to be celebrating it anyway. That little money that you was going to spend on that, just put that towards your admission. We want to see you there. For more information, just call area code 706-901-7516. Once again, area code 706-901-7516. Be there. We want to see you. Shalom.
One thing I got in this life, balls, bitch, I'm a play. Get me out to the sharp face. Yeah. Fuck, I'm talking about that. Tell me how it is, tell me how you tell me what it is, tell me what you wanna do. Put sad boy plotting on who? I done seen it all before I came through. Must don't understand, nigga, I'm in the truth, lame ass nigga. But they cracker trying to shoot shit my way. 100 down rides on the highway. Only thing I got in this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn the Scarface. Now when I get mad, turn the Scarface. I'm up in South Beach with this shit, nigga, Miami. Fuck on me. Tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is. I'm always in the field, always dressed to kill, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? But your pussy boy, but you ain't talking my number, you ain't making noise. You ain't know that shit thought you was. Who the fuck these niggas thought they was? They don't even know that. Shooting at me and I'm a throwback. I don't look back, that's a throwback. No, I don't look sad, cause I'm on that boy. Get shot at the top, that's a toe tag. Lame man, cracker don't want the guns on me. But these people wanna know everything. But the booze and the I tell these talk that boy the thing. Man on my grind, let it hate. Yeah, my nutsack on these fuck niggas when I don't give a fuck what they be hating on, cause I'm up, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Who the fuck these niggas thought they was? Yeah, all the time a nigga growing. All the time a nigga knowing. Gotta stack it up, keep that bitch flowing. Hey. Tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is. Gotta flip the deal, gotta keep the steel, killer being killed. Nah, nigga, for real, I'm ready for the real. Nigga, ready for the war, nigga. But they crack trying to shoot shit my way. 100 down rounds on the highway. Only thing I got in this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn the Scarface. Now when I get mad, turn the Scarface. They up here with the scene, nigga, with the Colombians, cutting niggas' heads off and shit. Tell me how it is, tell me how you feel. Always just a kid, shoot 'em up the hill. Gotta keep it still, nah, nigga, for real. Hey, boy, I think they talking about why X out your rain. Walking on your sand, on the highway, chasing after bands. Boy, wanna hate, they don't understand. Boy, wanna hate, soft toucans, Sam, man, nigga. I told you for that nigga, don't know it. Yeah, chasing after one, I love that shit. Cause the thrill of the hunt keep me on my shit. Yeah, the deck on my hip with a stand-up clip. Yeah, motherfucker, we'll kill your ass. We'll motherfucking dissect your ass. Cut a head off, put a body for the buzzers. Matter of fact, fuck them buzzers, nigga. Ain't no head hunters. Hey, call nigga Sharface, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah.
Auto-tune. Shalom, Lord of Christ. Give me 1 second, real quick. All right. Shalom, Lord of Christ. Clap it up. Make sure I'm live. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can't hear me, put a 2 in the chat. Or, things coming through a little fuzzy, static, put a 2 in the chat. I'll try my best to fix it. We are the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We are the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohanan. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew organization out there, Christianity, Muslim, none of that. If it's not the ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohanan, it's not the truth. And if it's not us, you're just not in the truth. We teach blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics that they are the real biblical Jews of the Bible. So the class topic today is what goes around comes around. Paybacks is a what. You feel me? So I know all of us is sitting here waiting, for that day of payback. And we get to pay back all the heathens, what they've done to us. You feel me? So we're going to start it off with Genesis 25 and 22. The best way to give this class is from the beginning. You feel me? It's like, well, I'm going to tell you how we got in. I'm going to explain how we got into the position that we are and what's going to be our position by the end of the class. So let's go ahead and start it off. The main person who he's talking about is Esau. You feel me? The Edomites, because they're the main heathen that oppresses us today. So, matter of fact, first, what I have wanted to do is address this person, Sheila, in the chat. He said, "Wake up, Israel. If you would have been obedient, the other nations would have followed us." St. John 4:22. So let's pull St. John 4:22. So now he's saying that we should have been obedient and the other nation would have followed us, which is correct. We should have been obedient, but he's saying it as if we remember being back in those days. He's saying it as if we could control what happened in the past. Now, what this idiot don't understand is that this is a part of the Lord's plan. This is how the Lord shows that he is the Lord. This is how God shows that he is God. You feel me? And let's just get to what he pulled. He says, John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye not know what. So first off, he's pulling the scripture that cuts himself. This scripture is already cutting himself from the beginning. He don't know what he worship. You feel me? We know what we worship, right? We know that we worship Yahweh. You feel me? We worship Yahweh. You feel me? The Most High. For salvation is of the Jews. Nobody else. And this same brother, I debated him one time. He said that we supposed to be out here saving other nations. What I have to say is F them other nations. F them. I don't care about them. The Lord don't care about them. You feel me? And in this scripture, he cuts himself. It says, for salvation is for the Jews. Nobody else. Not nobody else. So now that I'm done with him, we're going to go to Genesis chapter 25 and 22 to start off this class. Let me get there for you. 25 and 22. All right, give y'all like 10 more seconds to get there. I know y'all probably might want to read also along. All right, so Genesis chapter 25, verse 22. And the children struggled within her. So basically what this is talking about is, a matter of fact, let me go up one verse. This is 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, meaning she was bearing child. So this is Isaac and Rebekah. Rebekah is about to give birth. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived, meaning she gave birth. So now what is going to go into is the details of her conceiving. Verse 22, and the children struggled together with her, meaning the children struggled together, meaning you got Jacob and Esau, right? They're twins. You feel me? And the struggle together within her, meaning they're fighting each other. These are twins in her stomach wrestling. They're fighting each other, right? So let's keep reading. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So she's asking the Lord, like, why is this happening to me? Like, what's going on? So verse 23 is going to tell you what the Lord said. Verse 23, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, meaning there are 2 different people in her womb. Yes, they are twins. Yes, they are brothers. Yes, they are related, but they are 2 different people. It said 2 nations of people in thy womb, right? Then it says, and 2 manner of people. So now not only is 2 nations of people, these are 2 manners of people. These are different people, right? 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, meaning at birth they should be separated. Now the Lord is going to explain to you how he's going to separate it. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Now what that means is one people stronger than the other people. One person is going to be faster. One person is going to be smarter. One person is going to be stronger than the other person. You feel me? Than the other twin, right? So let's keep going. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And notice it's saying people, not child. It's saying people, meaning and notice it referred to them as a nation. You feel me? So when Jacob was born, his name was turned into Israel. Had 12 sons from 4 wives, became the 12 tribes of Israel. Esau, when he was born, his nation was called Edomites. Everybody that came out of him from his seed was called Edomites, right? So you got Esau and Israel, right? Let's read. And the elder shall serve the younger. So meaning whoever is born first is going to serve the last child to come out. Whoever is born first, right? So now let's get into it. Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Remember, it said that the children struggled together within her, meaning they fought each other while she was pregnant. These 2 people fighting within her womb, wrestling, right? Verse 25, and the first came out red. Notice it didn't say white. The Bible said, or the Lord said, he came out red, meaning like white people, so-called white people today are not white. The color of their skin is really not white. The color of their skin is actually red because you can see their blood through their skin. So this is explaining a white child, a so-called white child, right? So when a white person gets mad, they turn red. You punch them in the face, they turn red. They get shy or embarrassed, they are red. They work in that hot sun too long, they turn red. You feel me? And then it says, and the first came out red, all over, like in hairy garment. White, so-called white people are some of the most hairiest people you can you see on the face of this earth. You feel me? Especially if you living in the mountains. You feel me? Them mountain people, man, them lumberjacks, them are the most hairiest people you will ever see in your life. right? And they called his name Esau. Esau today is known as the white generation, known as the so-called white generation. That's what they're known as today. You feel me? Or the oppressors, right? Now, verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. Meaning, when Jacob was born and he came out, he grabbed the heel of Esau. Remember, they struggled within her in the womb. They wrestled, they fight each other. Even when black and white people been born from the same mother, in the womb we hated each other. In the womb we wrestled and fought each other. You feel me? And his name was called Jacob. Now, why didn't they, I'll give y'all 30 seconds. Why didn't they explain how Jacob looked? They explained how Esau looked. He was red all over, and he was like a hairy garment. Why didn't they explain how Jacob looked? Give y'all about 20 seconds. I hope Mr. Herman Sr., aka Sheila, give an answer. I hope he answered. But why didn't they explain how Jacob looked? Ten more seconds. All right. For time's sake, they didn't explain how Jacob looked because Jacob had looked like everybody else. Remember, his mother is Rebecca and his father is Salaki, let me go back. Is Isaac. His father is Isaac and his mother is Jacob. These are black people. Jacob had looked like everybody else. He was black. They had to explain how Esau looked because Esau was something different. He was red and hairy all over, right? So, and then it goes in to say, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them, meaning just giving his age. So now, let's go to Romans 9 and 10. Now we're going to get a little bit deeper into this. Romans 9, chapter 9, verse 10. So now, this is all the way in the New Testament. And not, Romans chapter 9, verse 10. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, talking about Isaac and Rebekah in the Old Testament, when she gave birth. Verse 11, for the children being not yet born, meaning these children, before these children was even born, before they even was thought of, neither have done any good or evil. So even this, and this go right into Mr. Herman on here. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, meaning before Esau and Jacob, either one done any sin, broke any laws, or done any good, you feel me, help the poor or anything, before they was even able to prove who they are as a person, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election. Now, let's read that again. That the purpose of Yahweh according to election, meaning he chose somebody before Esau and Jacob was born. Before Esau and Jacob was born, the person who the Lord had wanted was already chosen. That's why it said according to election, right? It says that the purpose, so the whole point of all of this going on, of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Then it goes into verse 12. it was said unto her, talking about Rebekah. This is when Rebekah went to inquire to the Lord. The elder shall serve the younger. So now we hearing it again in the New Testament. In the Old Testament, it says the first shall serve the last. The New Testament saying the elder shall serve the younger. Who was born first? Esau was born first. Jacob was born last. So we're hearing it now in the New Testament. And then it goes to say in verse 13, one of my favorites. As it is written, which I will pull that up right after this precept. Now, real quick, 20 seconds. What does it mean when you hear the Bible say as it is written? What does the as it is written mean? Give me your best knowledge, class participation. What does as it is written mean? For the ones that just come in, real quick, put in the comments, what does it mean when you see as it is written in the Bible? What does it mean? All right. For time's sake, as it is written means it's already written in the Bible. It means that it's already been said before it's being said now. You will usually find as it is written that phrase in the New Testament, meaning the New Testament is quoting from the Old Testament, which means the Old Testament is not done away with because the New Testament is pulling from the Old Testament. So now, verse 13 of Romans chapter 9. As it is written, Jacob have I loved. Now remember, Jacob's name was turned to Israel. He had 12 sons, which became the 12 tribes of Israel. The Lord said, Jacob have I loved. Now, it also says, but, meaning to the love of Salaki, but meaning additional to the love of Jacob, Esau have I hated. Esau's name was turned into nation, became Edomites, who we now call today so-called white people, Germans, Ashkenazis. You feel me? Give me some more names. Italians. You feel me? Now we see that the Lord said, but Esau have I hated. Right? So now let's pull it up where it came, is pulling from when it says, as it is written. It's in Malachi chapter 1 and verse, we're going to start with verse 2. So this is Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Now he's saying Esau was Jacob's brother, right? Esau was Jacob's brother, right? He's getting sarcastic. Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob. So there it goes again. The Lord said, yet I loved Jacob. Verse 3, and I hated Esau. That's where it's pulling it from when it says, well, as it is written. It's pulling from Malachi chapter 1. And verse 3 says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Right? So that's where it's pulling from in Romans 9 and 13 when it says, as it is written. So now let's go a little bit deeper. So now we got Jacob and Esau. They've been born, right? So now let's see what happened with them. We're going to go to Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. Oh, let me see. Let me read it real quick. Yes, we're going to go to Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And it says, And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? So now, Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. His father blessed Esau because Esau was the older brother, so the birthright had belonged to Esau. It belonged to the white man at first, right? But Esau sold the birthright for red pottage, meaning he sold it for that. You know how they order their steaks rare, rare, blue rare, or they want all that blood in their steak. He sold the birthright for bloody meat, right? Black people don't do that. But he sold the birthright for that. And he sold the birthright to Jacob. So Jacob basically played him out of the birthright, but it was meant for that. That was the purpose, right? By election. So Jacob got the birthright. So now, after time passed, Esau realized, all right, he messed up. He shouldn't have gave the birthright or sold the birthright to Jacob. So now Jacob owns the birthright. So now Esau grows to hate Jacob. Even though that is his blood brother, he goes to hate Jacob. And that right there shows the spirit of these white folks out here, because they'll kill their own brothers. They'll kill their own mothers. They'll kill their own fathers, their children, their wives. White people don't give a damn who they kill. They'll kill themselves. And you're seeing that right here in the Bible. When it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, right? And then he also said, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, meaning it was around that time, I believe, when Isaac either passed or he was getting ready to pass away. And then he said, then I will slay my brother Jacob. So he's planning on killing Jacob, his brother. Let me see what verse 42 said. God, dog. Verse 42. So verse 42 says, and these words of Esau, her elder son, talking about Rebekah, her elder son were told to Rebekah. So this is what Esau is telling to his mother, Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doeth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. Verse 43. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise. Flee thou to Laban, my brethren, to Haran. So basically, this is Rebekah, letting Jacob know, like, hey, Esau talking about he about to kill you, bro. You need to get on from around here. He hates you because of your blessing, the birthright. He's about to come and kill you. Right? So now, let's drop that. And let's go to Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Amos chapter 1, verse 11. All right, this is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom. Remember, Esau, his descendants became known as Edom, right? And to make a long story short, Esau ended up not killing Jacob. You feel me? So just in case you don't know. But it said, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, aka Esau, and for 4, I will turn not away the punishment thereof. So the Lord saying, I'm not going to turn away no punishment from Esau. Herman Sr., Sheila. The Lord said, I'm not turning away the punishment thereof. Ain't no saving these people. Ain't no saving no white man. The Lord said, I'm not turning away this punishment. They gonna get what's coming for them, right? So then it says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. We just read where Esau told his mother, hey man, I'm about to go kill Jacob. Rebecca had to call her son and let him know, like, hey, Esau about to unalive you. You need to get on from around here. And the Lord said, I'm not going to turn away the punishment thereof for Edom or Esau, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Esau pursued Jacob with the sword, right? And did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. What's forever? Forever means still to this day. The white man hate us. We hated each other in the womb. There will never be equality between us. Never. The Lord said he would never turn his punishment away from them, because Esau did pursue his brother with the sword. You're supposed to love your brother. You feel me? But Esau don't know what love is. And that's why this class is called What Comes Around Goes Around. Right? And we're going to get more into that. But it said, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. He kept his anger forever. Talking about Edom, he kept his anger. The white man hate us today. Look at how they treat us. Look at how they oppress us. Look at all this oppression we got to deal with because of the white man. Right? So now let's drop that, and we're going to go to Obadiah. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. Now, once again, it's saying, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, talking about Esau, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. So for him pursuing his brother with the sword, you feel me? He said, shame shall cover thee. This is why every time ISUPK, we go to camp, and we out there, we saying the white man is the devil. The white man is this. The white man did this. The white man did that. You see how the white people, sometimes they try to act like they can ignore us. They try to act like they don't hear us. And you got some that actually sit there and they listen to us. But on every single one of their faces, you see the look of shame. And why do you see the look of shame? Because they know it's true. Because it is true. That's why the Lord said, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Slavery was real. So when we talk about it, of course the white man gonna say you should forget about it, because it's shaming him. He ain't gonna tell you forget about 9/11. He ain't gonna tell you forget about the Jewish Holocaust, because that don't shame him. But when you talk about slavery, you talk about what happened in the Bible, you talk about how these devils treat us, shame covers them. And that's why they get upset. That's why they rebel against us when we out there on the streets having camp. Right? And I'm going to read verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Now this right here sounds so familiar. Salaki, I don't know. I think you speaking in a language I don't understand via Corinthians. You have to convert that to English for me to understand that, or explain what you're putting in the chat. I don't quite understand what you're trying to say. But verse 11 sounds so familiar because it says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, meaning, Salaki, that's like if I have a blood brother, which I do have a blood brother, and let's say I got the ops out here, I'm in the streets, I'm gang banging, and the gang members, they come and try to unalive me or whatever. And my brother, and when it says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, that means like my brother, he's siding with them. He letting them know where I'm at. He's telling them all the secrets to overtake me. That's how I was explaining Esau. He stood on the other side because of his hatred towards Jacob. He was on the other side. Then it goes to say, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, meaning Esau didn't try to help Jacob at all. He let Israel go into captivity. You feel me? He let it happen, right? Then it goes to say, and foreigners entered into his gates, meaning foreigners, these strangers came into our house. They came into our property, on our land, right? Then it says, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Lots means traps. They cast traps, like how it is today. You feel me? The government put the drugs in the neighborhood, and Israel go and sell it. So Esau or Edomites put the drugs in the neighborhood, and Israel go and sell the drugs to their own people or whoever buys it. Then Esau comes and arrests Israel for them putting the drugs in the neighborhood. What black man today do you know how to make fentanyl? What black man know how to make fentanyl? We don't even have the chemicals. We don't possess the chemicals to even create fentanyl. So then it says, even thou was as one of them, meaning he used to be one of us. You feel me? He used to be one of them, not part of the tribe of Israel, but he used to be as one of us. You feel me? There was a time when Jacob and Esau, they was real brothers. You feel me? But just because he lost the birthright from his bad decision making, he lost the birthright. Now he on the other side. Hatred. Right? So now let's drop that. Salaki. So now let's drop that, and we gonna get Ezekiel 36. So now here's where Israel lost their place, right? So now Israel, with Lord loving Israel, Lord chose Israel, not Esau, not Chinese man, none of no Moab, none of that. Lord chose Jacob, right? So now, Lord gave us a covenant. All we had to do is keep the commandments. You feel me? Still to this day, all we got to do is keep the commandments. That law is still put in place. But all we had to do is keep the commandments, right? All we had to do was keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, do what the Lord tells us to do. But we couldn't I'm not going to say we couldn't. We didn't keep the law, which we lost a whole lot of respect. We lost our nationality. We lost everything, right? So now let's go into Ezekiel chapter 7, Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 17. All right. Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, right now, this is talking about when Israel was in their own land. They defiled it by their own way, meaning we defiled it because we wanted to do Christianity. We defiled it because we wanted to smoke weed. We defiled it because we wanted to be alcoholics. We defiled it because people wanted to be a part of the LGBTQ alphabet, whatever. We defiled it because we wanted to hate our brothers and sisters, right? So it says, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness. The Lord says their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. Man, we was out there doing dirt. We was out there, man, look here, we was breaking the laws in all kind of ways. In all kind of ways. You think it, then we done it. So now verse 18. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they shed upon the land. So now the Lord is saying, my anger, I poured that out on Israel. I chose them and look at how they repaid me. So I poured my anger out on them. Right? Let's read. And for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. The idols, those are the things that they worship. Christianity, Buddha, whatever, we wasn't doing that. I'm just bringing up stuff today. So like today we worship Christianity, Buddha, Muslim, Islam, Hinduism, Rastafarians. You feel me? That's like today. Black people have their own idols. Israel have their idols that they worship. You feel me? So now verse 19. And I scattered them among the heathen. So now because of that, the Lord scattered us among the heathen. The heathen is anybody that's not of Israel. So you had black people, Native Indians, Hispanics scattered in Greece, Egypt. We was all over the place. Lord scattered us, right? And they were dispersed through the country. So we was all over the four corners of the earth. And that's another reason why there's no way on earth you can't go and not find any type of black history. Black history is all over the world because we were scattered all over the world, right? According to their way and according to their doings, I judged them. The Lord said he judged us, right? Because of what we did, what we chose to do. We didn't want to keep the law. We didn't want to listen to the Most High. He judged us. And verse 20, and when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, meaning wherever they went, they profaned my holy name. You feel me? When they said to them, these are the people of the Lord and are gone forth out of his land. So this right here is just showing like how the Lord judged us, how we lost everything that we had because the Lord judged us because we did not keep the covenant. And the covenant means agreement, right? So now let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 57. We're going into the Apocrypha now. 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 57. So now, matter of fact, before I go to 2nd Esdras chapter 6, I'm going to go to Job 9 and 24, and then I'm going to come back to 2nd Esdras chapter 6. So now, Job 9 and 24, now, because the Lord judged us, we didn't keep the commandments or anything, The Lord judges. Now, Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked will be the oppressor. You feel me? The wicked will be the heathens who we were scattered among, right? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, meaning who was the judges at that time? The judges was the Most High. The judges was Christ. The judges was the priests and prophets. So when you watch the movie of Moses, Moses is white. You watch the movie Passion of Christ, Christ is white. How in the movie of Moses, the Egyptians and Israel white. You feel me? But while they got Moses playing as that white dude, they don't show the part where Moses stuck his hand in his chest and pulled it out, and his flesh was turned white as snow, white as lepers. And then he put his head, like, what are you gonna do? Pull his hand out and it be more white? It's like y'all speaking another language that I don't understand. But what Moses gonna do? Put his hand in his chest and pull it out, and they're gonna be more white? Like, come on, man, let's be real. Now today, white people want to be everybody, the last Mohican. Now we know damn well ain't no white person no damn Native Indian. The white person, he want to be the last samurai. Now he want to be Asian. The last samurais of Japan. Now he want to be Japanese. You feel me? The white man want to be everybody except the person who he is, that which is the goddamn devil in the Bible. The goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. That's who the white man is. His father is Esau. You feel me? They want to be everybody except for the devil. Right? So now, it goes to say, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked because we did not keep the covenant. That was the birthright. We did not keep that, right? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If this ain't the devil, where and who is he? Shalom, Lord of Christ, Brazil. I see y'all in the chat. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Why Yahweh Shemal Athan by Shem Yahshua, Brazil, man. I see y'all in the chat. But where was I? The Bible said, if not, where and who is he? It's saying if the white man, if he ain't the devil, then where and who is he? You show me who the devil is then. Sheila, Herman Sr., show me who the devil is. You feel me? Like, this ain't the devil. He done turned Christ white. He done turned God white and said he covered the faces of the judges. Right? So if this ain't the devil, who is it? So now let's get 2nd Esdras 6 and 57. 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 57. So now it says, and now, verse 57 of 2nd Esdras chapter 6. And now, O Lord, behold these heathen, meaning the heathens who we were scattered among, or just white people, right? Which have ever been reputed as nothing, because the Lord did say that these heathens are nothing. If you're not Native Indian, Hispanic, or black, you ain't nothing to the Most High, right? Have begun to be lords over us. Why? Because Job 9 and 24 said the world is given into the hand of the wicked. Why? Because Ezekiel said we didn't keep the law. So the Lord judged us, right? Where was that? Which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. So now these other nations, they are over us. They're lords over us. And they devour us. Meaning they come into our house and get a business like that. You feel me? They don't have no respect to us. Why? Because Ezekiel said the Lord judged us. And the consequences of the Lord's judging us, Job 9:24 said the world is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? So now, here comes a effect of the wicked ruling the earth. Right? So now we're going to go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Chapter 7, verse 7. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. That's what these heathens do to us today. They oppress us. And for you to sit here and get oppressed, or even see your people to get oppressed, for you to sit here and say, oh, we should love these oppressors. We should pray for them. It's so Christian-like. It's so weak, and you're such a coward to sit here and say we should pray for the people that's oppressing us. To sit here and say we should love the people that's oppressing us. You are so weak. You are so weak to sit here and say that or to think that. The Lord said, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. So if you are being oppressed, or you witnessing your people being oppressed, you will be mad. You saw what Moses did. Moses realized who he was. Realized that he was a Levite. He was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. Today they are known as Haitians, but from the tribe of Levi. And he witnessed his people being oppressed. What happened? He got mad. Moses got upset. That's how we supposed to be. You're supposed to be upset to be oppressed. You're supposed to be upset to see your brothers getting shot down, unarmed, and being unalive unrighteously and all that in the streets. You're supposed to be upset. Oppression maketh me mad. It made me mad enough to join the UPK. Right? So now, it says, where was that? Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Meaning, you're mad right now. You're upset because of oppression. And like when you bring it up, you feel me? Ooh, we need to do something about this. White man comes to give you a gift just to take your mind off of it. Like right now, Donald Trump talking about giving another stimulus. Talking about $5,000 stimulus. A gift destroys the heart. Not saying you shouldn't take that stimulus. I'm not saying that. You feel me? What I'm saying is they will do stuff like that to take your mind off of the real prize of what you're supposed to be knowing or what you're supposed to be doing right now. That's why the Bible said a gift destroys the heart. So now, let's get and to pull a precept on me calling you weak because you want to save the white man. Let's get Proverbs 11 and 21. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, meaning though you join hands with the oppressor, though you join hands, you say, let's stand together. Who's known for joining hands? Martin Luther King. He said he wanted us to be equal with these white folks. He wanted to eat in their restaurant so bad they had a sign on it that says no niggas allowed. You feel me? He wanted to join hands. The Lord said, though hand join in hand, the wicked, the world is given into the hand of the wicked. Who runs this world as a nation of people? White folks, right? Esau, Edomites. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. So even though you tried to save white people, they still gonna get punished. Their fate is sealed. It's already sealed. There's nothing we can do to change that. Right? But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. We still gonna get delivered. We the seed of the righteous. We're out of the seed of Isaac. And the Lord said, "It's out of the seed of Isaac shall thy seed be called." Not out of the seed of Esau, out of the seed of Isaac. Right? So now we're getting into what comes around, goes around. Now this is the payback. I got 3 scriptures left. Which one I'm going to use first? No, 2 scriptures. So now we're going to go to Revelations 13 and 10. Well, Revelations 13 and 9. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. This doesn't necessarily mean a man with ears that can hear. You feel me? What this is saying is if any man have understanding, then let him understand this. Verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? White people led black people into captivity, right? Or do I need to pull that in the Bible also? The prophecy of it. Or do I need to go in the history books and show it to you? White people led black people into captivity. Native Indians and Hispanics. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. What did Christopher Columbus do when he came over here? Didn't 99 million black folks die just on the way over here during the transatlantic slave trade? Didn't the white man unalive 77 million Native Indians? Lord said, woe unto the bloody city, meaning destruction. America is a bloody city. It's been built off of blood, rape, robbery, and all kind of other mess. Right? Then it says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what we are waiting for. We are waiting for this. This is our patience. This is why we keeping the commandments. This is why we have class. This is why we pull brothers out of prisons, pull brothers and sisters off the streets. We get brothers and sisters off of drugs because of this. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Not no may or if, maybe, say must be killed with the swords. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Payback is a dog. You feel me? So now, last scripture with 6 verses. Isaiah 14 and 1. One of my favorites. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. So now, I'm going to start it off. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Remember, going back to Jacob and Esau. Jacob had 12 sons, became the 12 tribes of Israel. You feel me? From Judah all the way to Manasseh, Mexico. You feel me? Judah being Negroes all the way to Manasseh being the Mexicans. You feel me? Brazil, y'all in there too. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. The Lord gonna choose us. He said that even though they didn't keep the commandments all, back in the Old Testament or whatever, what Christians like to bring up, he said, yeah, I'm going to still choose them, right? And set them in their own land. And the strangers, we're going to figure out who these strangers is. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. I mean, people is going to cleave, like how they cleave today to us. Like when rapping, white people want to rap. Asians want to rap. You feel me? When we start, what's something else? The way we dress. Now, white people want to dress like us. Asians want to dress like us. You know, all kind of people want to dress like us. The way we talk, all these other nations copy us, right? Like how they cleaving on us today, they're going to cleave on us in the land of the Lord. Let's read verse 2. And the people shall take them, meaning Israel going to take these strangers and bring them to their place. This is how you know black people wrote the Bible, because it's talking like black people. You know how black people say, man, I'm going to put you in your place. That's what it's saying. And bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. What's the land of the Lord? That's heaven. In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Sound like slaves. Servants and handmaids. What comes around goes around. Payback is a dog. Black people built America for white people. White people gonna build heaven up for us. The same way white people slaved us, slaved us, is the same way we're gonna slave white people, but in a righteous way. We're not gonna be doing all that nasty stuff they've been doing. We're not gonna be raping white people in heaven. We're not gonna be sexually abusing white people in heaven. That's unrighteous. We're gonna do it righteously. You feel me? In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives. Remember, ye who lead into captivity, white people led black people into captivity, must go into captivity. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. Wasn't black, Native Indians, Hispanics captives by white people? Wasn't we captives by Egyptians, Persians, Grecians, Babylonians, Romans? Damn near every nation on the face of the earth had us as captives. So now time is coming where we're going to take them captives. That is the patience of the saints. This is what we're waiting on. Right? And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Oppression surely maketh the wise man mad, right? You feel me? Who's the oppressor? Who oppresses black people today? The white man. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. The Lord is going to give Israel rest. All the stuff we dealing with today, got to wake up in the morning, clock in on that white man clock. I got to worry about the police behind me. I got to deal with all of this mass shootings and stuff, all of this. The Lord said he going to give us rest from sorrow. The Lord said, I'm going to give y'all rest. And from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Boy, that will give me tears of joy. I probably would tear up. He give me rest from hard bondage. You mean I ain't got to clock in no more? You mean tell me I don't got to go to this job and listen to this white man talk trash about my work? Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? It gonna be people gonna say like, what? How did America fall? I thought America was the most powerful country in the world. Egypt was the most powerful country in the world at one time. Also Babylon, also the Persians, also the Romans, also the Greeks. Every single one of them fell because they had the Lord's children in slavery. Right? The golden city ceased. They're going to say, boy, America ceased. America is over with. Verse 5, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Well, that's going to be the day that I pray to the Lord that he bless me to see this day. I pray to the Lord and ask that I hope the Lord let me live to see the day that America falls. You feel me? In the last verse, no, not last verse yet. Verse 6, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. Like, just talking about America. He smote people with wrath. Look at all these wars in countries that America go to and just wreak hell. Look at how he do black people. He's been trying to commit genocide on black people for centuries. 400-500 years. He's been trying to take us out. Right? He that ruled the nations in anger. That's why every country hates America. Hates the government of America. Right? Is persecuted and none hindereth. Verse 7, now the last verse. The whole world, it's like the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth singing. You fit into singing, right? So I'm going to pull one precept to that, and I'm going to end it on this precept. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. So this is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So the scripture I just read was Isaiah 14:7. The whole world is at rest. Why would it be at rest? Because at that time, and it's quiet, and at that time, when the Lord comes back, the righteous will be ruling, right? So the world will be at rest and quiet, meaning there ain't no wars or nothing going on. Then it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So the world is given into the hand of the wicked. Today, people mourn. So that goes to show, like, what comes around goes around. The same way the Lord said, the same way that the white man treat us is the same way we're going to treat them in his land. I'm paraphrasing, summarizing. It's the same way we're going to do him. You feel me? The same way we get mistreated is the same way we're going to mistreat them, just without the sexual abuse and all of that stuff. We're not going to do that with them. Like, that is unrighteous. We would never do a buck breaking. You should Google what buck breaking is, like, or you may already know. We will never do that. You feel me? Even though the white man and other nations gonna be our slaves, they don't have to worry about us raping their children. We would never do that. Even in heaven, even as them being our slaves, we would never do that. We slave righteously. You feel me? But what comes around goes around. That's why one of my favorite songs is by Captain McKay. Payback is a dog. You feel me? So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Trying to get this video ready. But with that being said, we are the ISUPK, Israelite School University of Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohanan. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite organizations, no Christian organizations, Muslim, Islam, whatever. If it's not the ISUPK, it is not the truth. You feel me? We teach blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics that they are the real biblical Jews of the Bible. And we are not number one because we are the only one. Shalom.